Mark chapter 7. Some Pharisees and Torah teachers who had come from Jerusalem gathered around him. They noticed some of his disciples eating bread without having washed their hands, and they criticized him because the Jewish people, especially the Pharisees, won't eat unless they carefully wash their hands. They strictly follow the traditions of the elders. When they come from the marketplace, they won't eat their food unless they wash it. There are many other traditions that they observe, like ceremonially washing cups, pots, bronze utensils, and bedding. The Torah teachers and Pharisees asked him, "Why don't your disciples follow the traditions of the elders? They eat bread without washing their hands." He told them, Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you pretenders. As the scriptures say, these people honor me with their lips, but their minds are far from me. Their reverence for me is pointless because they teach human rules as doctrines. You abandon the commandments of Yehovah and hang on to human traditions, washing cups and pots and other things like that. He added, despite your pretenses, you reject the commandments of Yehovah in order to establish your own traditions. Moses said, honor your father and your mother, and whoever speaks evil of his father or his mother must certainly be put to death. But you say that if a man tells his father or mother, whatever you might have otherwise gotten from me is now dedicated to the treasury, that he isn't required to do anything for his father or mother. You reject the word of Allah for the sake of your traditions. You reject the word of Allah for the sake of the traditions that you hand down, and you do many other things like that. Yeshua called to the crowd and told them, everyone listen to me and understand. There is nothing outside of a person that can defile them, but the things that come out of a person are what defile them. Whoever has ears to hear should listen. Once Yeshua had gone into the house away from the crowd. His disciples asked him about this analogy. He told them, don't you know that nothing entering a person from outside can defile them? It doesn't enter into their mind, but into their belly, and it passes through the digestive process, where everything that is eaten is eliminated. It's what comes out of a person that defiles them. From inside people's minds comes evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, greed, malice, deceit, shameless lust, envy, slander, arrogance, and foolishness. All these evil things come from inside and defile a person. From there, Yeshua got up and went into the region of Tyre and Sidon. He went into the house and didn't want anyone to know of his presence, but he couldn't be hidden. Right away, a woman whose daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him, and she came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Hellenist, a Syro-Phoenician by race, and she asked him to drive the demon out of her daughter. Yeshua told her, allow the children to be fed first, because it is wrong to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. She replied, yes, master, and yet the puppies under the table eat the children's crumbs. Yeshua told her, you can go because of what you said. The demon has left your daughter. She went home and found her daughter lying on her cot, and the demon was gone. Yeshua left the territory of Tyre and Sidon and came to the Sea of Galilee in the territory of Decapolis. Some people brought a deaf and stammering man to him and begged him to lay his hands on him. He took him away from the crowd in private and put his fingers into his ears and after spitting, he touched his tongue with saliva, and looked up to heaven, sighed, and told him, "Be opened." Immediately his hearing and speech were restored, and he began speaking perfectly. He warned them not to tell anyone about it, but the more he warned them, the more they spread it. In astonishment, they said, "He succeeds in everything he does. He makes the deaf hear and the speechless talk."